Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, we've got some big time WoW leaks. I literally just made a video being like, all these WoW leaks and stuff, like who knows what's real, what isn't real, looking into like the past leaks and seeing if those are real. Then we get like the biggest leak the next day. So, first thing was this picture in the background. Apparently somebody's Instagram story or something. I have no idea. It looked like a Snapchat or Instagram story. Showed a bunch of art for World of Warcraft Dragonflight on their desk with a bunch of like, you know, Alex Straza stuff. It looks pretty real. I'm not gonna lie. So that was one thing. Then, if we take a look here, hold on, I've actually got the windows I can pop up. Bloop. If we take a look here, it looks like they have registered dragonflight.blizzard.com. I think someone found this. I guess, you know, I don't think they would do that if they weren't going to have a Dragonflight expansion. There's like, hey, you know what? I mean, it could be things like Hearthstone and stuff, but you look back here, it's... And then, to really cap it all off, there was a leak from, was this like 2 months ago or something on MMO Champion? And they said, TLDR, hold on, I actually brought this with, hold on. I brought this to class, everybody. Here we are. Main enemy is Chromatus, though lots of minor stories all about. 6 disconnected zones, 2 of them being revamps. 4 new microclasses, 1 spec each instead of 1 new full class. Class skins for some pre-existing classes. Player housing. Carpenter and logger professions. Dalaran capital city. No level cap increase. First, wait. Dalaran capital city? What? I didn't even register that when I read it the first time. Rewards from Shadowlands. Like, this will be the 3rd time we've got Dalaran as our capital city. Whatever, okay. Calm down, me. Rewards from Shadowlands just got scaled down. Everything in 10.0 is max level content, level 60 with no level squish. So there's no need to level if you already have a max level character. Progression is just endgame progression. That's interesting. Dragon Isles, its own continent, though it's just one zone split into multiple maps. Floating islands between the Broken Isles and Northrend. Lordaeron, revamped, Tirisfal, Plague Lands, Scarlet Light Focus. That's actually pretty cool. I could see that happening. Kel'Thalas, revamped Eversun Ghostlands. Silver Moon is hostile city like Suramar. That'd be cool, especially because you can't even fly in Ghostlands, so it's always weird. Undermine, city zone beneath Kazan. Criminals and uncrowned story fully underground. That's actually pretty cool. I hope that's real. I like the concept of like going underground and like goblins and stuff. Balor, halfling race dealing with primordial fell enemies. Think proto-demons like what the Shadowlands creatures are to undead. Alright, I guess. Uldaz, second fully underground zone ever on Azeroth. Titan Elune story here. Oh my god, is it gonna be... the wounds! The wounds! Okay, cool. Then we have Dragon Knight. Only 1 tank spec, uses 2-handed weapons, fire plate armor, and shouts. Tinker, so this is like... This actually checks out with everybody being like, there's gonna be a Tinker. There's a Tinker class. So maybe that's what it is. It's like a micro class. Only 1 damage dealer spec, uses guns, mail armor, gadgets, and mech suits. Then the Minstrel class, only 1 healer spec, uses leather, lutes, violins, and pan flutes. You're just a bard? Sign me up. Chronomancer, only 1 healer spec, uses cloth, time magic, and sand magic. Wait, I thought it said 4 new micro classes. This is like, how many new classes? Oh, these are skins, okay. Dark Ranger skin for hunters, dark spell effects, tames undead instead of animals. Necromancer skin for warlocks, plagues instead of curses, summons undead instead of demons. Nightmare skin for druids, corrupted spell effects and animal forms can unlock wildly different forms that play the same as normal druids like snakes and spiders. Dragonsworn skin for shamans, shaman, you say shaman, I say shaman. Draconic spell effects and forms. Warden skin for demon hunters, uses arcane and holy magic instead of fel. Continued Order Hall stories, though only a select few and you pick them like covenants. There are no gameplay differences between them, just different campaigns, mounts, mogs, companions. Silverhand, Uncrowned, Kirin Tor, Valor Jar, Var, Black Harvest, you're not considered the leader of the order. Expansion announcement February 28th. So, I mean, this could have got pushed back because of COVID. So, I mean, that's probably what happened. Plus, you know, everything else at Blizzard. Honestly, if this... Oh, let me go back. So, if this is the expansion, right? I'm looking at this and I'm like... That's pretty cool. Like, okay, let me just... So, we've got player housing, all right? I think... player housing would be fantastic because it's something I've always wanted because I think it ties into the MMO experience extremely well, right? Don't be like garrisons, but garrisons, they tried it with the garrisons. Okay, stop. Okay, garrisons were trash. So garrisons were just like a focal point of an entire thing and they encouraged you to not go out into the world. With player housing, it's just another little thing you can have, like pets and mounts and all that, but a little more on a bigger scale. So, I mean, you can go out, you can get furniture, right? You can build furniture or buy it with people that are doing this new profession of carpentry and logging, right? And then maybe you can go back and do old content, which is like a pretty big thing for a lot of, like, I go mount farming all the time. Now, what if it's like, oh, if you go to Zul'Gurub, you can go find like a snake chair you can put in your house. I want a snake chair. I'm gonna go get a snake chair, all right? So I feel like there's so much potential with that they've just missed out on. And if they do player housing, they better do that. If they better be like, you can go get a snake chair, because if you can't, I'm gonna be upset. So, no level cap increase, whatever. You got the 6 disconnected zones. So again, a little cataclysmic, from which would make sense because, you know, Cataclysm was the last big dragon expansion, so I don't know if I'd want it like Cataclysm. I don't know, because it's always weird with the disconnected zones because you have to like go from zone to zone and then take the portals all over. So, but at the same time, it could also mean that they're doing a little bit of like an Azeroth 2.0 type of feel, or I guess at this point 3.0, which could be fun, and reworking places like Plaguelands and Ghostlands. I think that's really cool. Dalaran Capital City feels weird unless they're doing a new, because Dalaran used to be above Plagueland, or no, it was like the border of Plaguelands, the Arathi, not Highlands, the Alterac Valley thing or whatever. I can't even remember. I think it was the Alterac Valley. And then the Hillsborough Foothills, right? It was like crammed in there. So maybe it's there again? I don't know. I guess it would make sense because then you'd have the Plaguelands right there. So it's kind of like all connected. Then I actually like the idea of the micro classes. I think that's pretty cool because, I mean, if you keep adding in more and more classes, it's like, I don't know. So I think branching off a bit into these micro classes actually does add a little more customization, at least. It probably just depends how good that is. Like, it'd be like, oh, if you're not going Dragon Knight, bro, what are you doing? Like, so it'd be nice if they add even more micro classes, if that is the path they're going down. Because there's plenty of other MMOs that do that, right? Like, you have subclasses. So I think that is actually a cool idea, and it does make sense. The skins feel like they're like kind of micro classes, but they're not. I don't understand the skin thing yet. But yeah, I mean, taking a look at all this, plus like some of the things they bring up, like going underground, I think that sounds really cool. So I mean, overall, if this ends up being the WoW expansion, I'm pretty excited. It's got a bunch of stuff that I like. I think it's kind of lazy if we have Dalaran as a capital city again, but like outside of that, I think everything else sounds pretty great. So, and I mean, for the most part, it seems like it is going to be the expansion. There's also, I think, the leaked armor in a new build, and that new armor actually looks just like, hold on, I'm just going to bring it up for you. This is a video, I should show you visuals, right? Okay, here we go, window. All right, see, this is the new armor they found in a new build, so you can see there, and if you bloop, and you look at Alexstrasza, it looks pretty much like Alex Straw's armor. I'm telling you right there. So it's lining up, man. Plus, and then that leak. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments section below, because if this is the expansion, I mean, listen, we're only like 2 weeks away from knowing. If this is the expansion, how do you feel? Are you excited? Are you not excited? I think you've already got my opinion. I mean, for the most part, hey, you know what? As long as we're not fighting the Legion and Fel stuff again and going into the Void, I'm so tired of going into space. Like, I want to go back to Azeroth. I want to just, you know, do some dragon stuff. I'm fine with that, okay? I want to get a little more like how it used to be, you know, a little bit of that classic feel with dragons and stuff. I agree with that. As long as it doesn't end up like Cataclysm. You know, as long as it's better than Cataclysm, and that's not too hard to do. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know down in the comments section below what you think about these expansion leaks. And if you want to hear more about old expansion leaks and my video on that, you can click right here or something. Somewhere. Okay? Okay. See ya.